My name is Varan. I'm CEO of and principal broker of Fides Mortgages. I'm here with Chris Grosso.
Hey everyone, we're back again with another Mortgage Minute.
Yep.
It's been quite a while since the last one that we did.
Yeah, it's been some time, Chris.
And it seems like there's been a million different things that have happened along the way.
Absolutely.
Not
Good
only
things.
Good things, but also we see some kind of rough, shaky things in the market overall. But we also have a lot of things that are happening positively in terms of like what's going on with the mortgage brokerage, yourself personally, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe we can kind of go over a little bit of everything so that people get a better understanding of what's been going on behind the scenes.
So first, let's talk about what's happening in my personal business, if that's okay.
Yeah. What's going on with you?
I'm still trading. I have better, robust system in place. The staffs are more equipped, then we have a better system. I'm not saying I never had a bad system before.
Yeah.
This is even more streamlined.
What's the difference that you're seeing right now?
What's we are seeing is we have 4 support staff behind Team Varan. Mm-hmm. So when clients or when a realtor or when a financial planner or when anyone refer a deal, we have much better process in place right now. I'm focusing on more time to give to the clients advice base. Mm-hmm. That's it's a very complex market right now. So main focus right now is advice, choosing the right product, and make sure holding hands and make sure they are not freaking out, they're not panicking. Even this morning, I got a client call. Oh, we are closing, but the house is not sold. So I can spend more time because my staff is more streamlined. They are doing more of an operational side on it, and the communication is even more streamlined.
Okay, so you're able to focus more on what you have your expertise in, which is being able
which is most needed for the clients.
Yeah, and then after all the other stuff that can be dealt with by someone else, you have someone in place for that right now.
And that's more streamlined in terms of the communication between myself, the COIs, and the clients. So update is instant.
Yeah.
So we have an underwriter working from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. So we can get the deals in quickly.
Oh, wow.
And we can turn around in no time. Underwriters are on the desk from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So we are never missing a communication.
And when did you first implement that? Having the 4 people, it's 4 people under you, or
I have an operation manager and I have a client care coordinator and 2 underwriters.
Okay.
So you will never go away without communication. Someone is there to answer your question or concerns.
Yeah.
So communication is a key part of this business because everyone wants an update right away, especially when you're working with a tight timeline. Every 30 seconds or a minute could feel like an hour. Mm-hmm. So no one doesn't want to stay for that long. So that's why it's crafted in such a way we don't have any communication lab.
Yeah.
So that's been extremely streamlined. So since my operation team, my support staff is focusing more on that, I am spending time advising the clients and giving them a comfort, walking them through choosing the right product and putting them in a better financial position. That is my referrals and my partners are trusting me on that part. So that's the part I'm focusing more, and which is the most important thing when it's come to the financing.
Yeah, and that
especially in today's market.
Oh, for sure, with everything that's going on. And with the way that you've structured it and kind of built it right now, that's kind of something that you've always mentioned that you want to get to eventually, where you have that kind of white glove service. Everyone has clear communication. They're always being kept top of mind. They know what's going on with their files and everything like that. From the changes that you've made, is there anything further like you're planning on doing to streamline that?
So we are in the process of implementing. Randy's working on the new software. Pretty much from intake to funding, the client and the referral source, they both will be keep informed to the point they can even listen to our phone conversation with the clients. Mm-hmm. So everyone's held accountable for their task. So there's no gap.
Yeah.
And sometimes realtor or a referral source who can ask, hey, what's going on with this client? Now they will be keep informed.
Oh, so the realtor and everyone's going to be into the system.
Sync to that. So they know when we made the call, what's the feedback from the client and what is going on. So there's no communication lag. We know exactly what's going on all day long. but they can check in at their convenience. They will be giving access to the app so they can keep track of what's going on.
Wow. That's
We
That's
really want to
pretty
take the
big.
white glove to the next level.
Yeah, so now there's not going to be need for everyone always having to like follow up, call each other just to figure out what's going on. They have
Yeah.
one central source where they can kind of go
Of course,
and see.
we want them to call to strategize and talk about what's the best solution for the client. But it's a day-to-day activity. Did you follow up with this client? Did you get an approval? What's going on? What was the feedback from the client? To the point, AI will transcribe the summary of the call. You don't even need to listen to the call. You can look at the summary of the call.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And since you've started implementing some of these things, have you received like good feedback?
We are
from
just trying
clients?
with a couple of, like we are on a piloting right now. But once everything's done, probably by end of this month or next month, we'll be rolling it out.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
And so that's for Fides as a whole that you're going to be rolling it out.
I'm rolling it out with my team first, then eventually going to get the whole team involved. We have 40 agents right now, so it's really hard to piloting, and we don't want to have any glitches. So we are starting with my team first. So my support staff, my clients, my COIs. Once that up and running, then we are going to get the whole team involved.
Okay, so making sure that works first with you, and then after you can kind of roll it out. And I guess that's probably what the plan's going to be for Fides overall. You're going to kind of be the guinea pig that you try everything out, make sure it works the best way.
Yeah.
And then after you
whatever
roll it out.
doesn't work, we fix it.
Yeah. Before you roll it out to
before
everyone
roll it
else
out.
that
Exactly.
works with you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a pretty good update on what's going on with you. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on?
We also have a follow-up system. So the most important thing for any referral source is to make sure finding a lead is the hardest thing to do. And we take that to extremely to our heart, because we understand if the referral source is sending a lead in our way, we understand how hard they worked for the lead and how much the lead that means to them and their business. So we have a proper system in place to make sure we follow up with the lead within an hour or two, the maximum within 2 hours. I will be personally calling the lead. I'll find the time to call, maximum 2 hours, but mostly right away. So we call the lead. Once we call the lead, once we find out there something can be done or help the client, we have the best follow-up system in terms of text messages, emails, and my client care coordinator call them once a week to ask them if they need any hand filling up the application. So we take every single lead seriously, and this really helps us to bridge the gap and make sure our trusted partners' referrals are taken extremely serious.
So you're not only just following up for you guys, but you're also, seems like you're following up for the partners, like the realtors that you're working with.
Financial planners, accountants, lawyers, any referral source. So we take that extremely serious.
Oh, wow.
So we are actually doing a follow-up on behalf of them.
Yeah. And let's say you bring in that lead and they come into your system now, you doing all the follow-up. How do you guarantee that that lead sticks with that referral source? So let's say it sticks with that financial planner, sticks with that realtor that comes through.
Oh, because we work with a lot of partners, and we want to make sure like that clients stick to the client. We don't mess around with the referral partners, or we don't really take that and push it away. So we have a system in place. We will be following up, and we'll be update the referral partners. So now with the new system, they will also understand where we are with it. And not it's just automated, Chris. This is actually a human. My client care coordinator, Shanrita, I'm sure you know her. She actually follows up on a weekly basis.
Oh, so it's not an AI
It's
system.
not an AI. So it's actually a human touch to it.
Yeah, that's great, because now everything's...
From the office. So they know it's actually someone locally calling and following up, because we truly care about our clients and our partners' referrals, and we take them to the heart.
Mm-hmm. And like I was going to say, that's amazing, because so much of this industry is trying to push towards like doing AI this, AI that, using it for everything. So what I'm getting is a sense that you guys see the benefit of having that human touch and that kind of hand holding, where you don't need to implement that for certain things, or you don't want to.
That's the most important thing, Chris, with the Fides. It's not a technology. We are not in a technology business. We are in a people business and a relationship business. So yes, we are using the technology with the human touch.
Yeah, that's
I think
important.
for me, I'm still old school. I still need to pick up the phone and talk to the clients.
Yeah. I feel like that's the only way that you can really understand and like have that relationship
Have
with
the relationship. Yeah. So,
because if someone's getting a call from AI just to get like an update or they have a question, sometimes there'd be a hiccup in it. There's no like emotional intelligence there. They can't really relate
this is
to
like
them.
this is like we take the referral partners because their business and their success based on that's what they're trusting us.
Yeah.
So we take that to the very serious.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So now with everything that's going on besides your personal, I know it's been like months since we talked last.
So what's happening in the Fides? We are almost closer to 40 agents. And it is very important that I'm still trading, so I understand the pulse in the market. And what I understand being a pulse in the market is a lot of agents need to kind of help. Like in a way, this business I always mention, this is a 50% of the business is prospecting and a business development, and 50% is operations and how to put the deal together. And you need to be 100% on both of it. That was my take. That was my understanding from the business when I started 15 years back. So at Fides, we streamlined it. I do understand I trade, and I cannot give 100% attention to the operation. So we have an full-time operation manager. So let's say, for example, an agent has a question. They had to book a time with Randy on a Google Meet to structure the deal. And Randy come with an experience of 15 plus years of banking, and he funded over 4,000 mortgages in my previous employment working with me. So he has a lot of knowledge. So no one ever walk away without getting a help. It's literally he's available 9 to 5 on a phone call or a Google Meet or virtually or in person to learn to help the operation structure. I still focus on business development. So we do call blitz. We help them to we help them with the scripting. We focus on and I also have a senior agent from the team who come with a lot of banking experience and the leadership experience. They actually take ownership and coach the new agents where they need help in terms of the business development. We have a call blitz 2 times a week. And we do pass some leads to the agents from the open houses as well. So we have a lot of things to kind of get them up and running as well. And on top of that, we have a coaching. Our team get coached by #1 mortgage coach in the world every quarter. So we also have that support as well. With all these things, if you are not really able to make it, that means you are not putting an effort into it. Like all we can do is we provide the best support, and we are the great team. And a lot of people are thriving through this because they are getting both sides of the world, business development and the operation help as well.
That's really good that you guys are kind of setting everyone up for success. You're giving them all the tools and pieces that they need in order to actually hit the ground running. And then it seems like if you put in the effort, you're going to get the success and you're going to figure it out. But if you're at the end of the day, if you don't put in the effort, then nothing can help you.
No one can help. That's something they need help.
Yeah.
The other, and also we like to, culture is very important for me. So we do team gathering.
I already know the culture here is crazy.
What do you think?
I walk in here. I want to like come here every Friday just to hang out.
Culture is most important for me, and we have a great team. They support each other. Like WhatsApp message, one person have a question, like 10 people answering it. And everyone sharing the best practices. Like I got an email last night from one of my team. I know it's tough market out there. A lot of purchases are happening. I'm focusing on my past clients. Here's my script. You can share with the whole team. I got 3 deals out of it. Everyone is here to share their knowledge and expertise. So that's create a lot. Everyone has their own unique strength, but we come together. Actually, next week we are hosting a mastermind here. Everyone's going to share their best practices.
That's really cool how it's like a team mentality over here.
Team mentality. And also not only we have fun with the team members, we're actually doing a picnic in August.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole family is going to get together and we're going to do a picnic and get to know each other. And because that's important. Because I want my spouse to know where I'm working and who I'm working with. And so do everyone as well.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's cool for me to see it because I come here and I help you guys with a lot of marketing stuff. But I'm able to come in here and I guess see how much and how fast you guys are moving. Everything that I see whenever I come here is like, oh my God, you guys have what, 5 new agents? You have 10 new agents. You have this, and then after I look in the background or when you guys are sending me messages, it's like, oh, we got a call blitz going. I'm like, what's a call blitz first of all? And I see more people joining in, more people having success out of it. And then even the training overall too, like all the training.
We have a training every day, Chris.
Yeah, everything that you guys, like you guys are just, it seems like so organized where you guys have something going on every single day where someone that's part of the team's able to jump on and use these resources and learn something from it. And it's cool how you guys also are able to share with everyone that's part of it. You're not really like gatekeeping because people can see this as like a competitive market, but you guys are there to help each other along the way.
100%. And we have a training literally every day. On Mondays, Randy do a drop-in session so they can come with any questions, any deals we can discuss as a group. On Tuesdays, we have call blitz. On Wednesdays, we have a virtual lender training session. On Thursdays, we have a drop-in session. So everyone gather together and they share the best practices and the toughest deal they're working on. So everyone is learning as a team. On Fridays, we do a call blitz. And every first Thursday of the month, we have an in-person team meeting where the whole team comes together. So training. And which I understand because I'm actively trading. I cannot support the team. So that's why someone is really taking advantage of it. And
that's why Randy's there?
Randy's.
Yeah.
And I can confidently say not a lot of brokerages don't have a full-time manager to support the agents as they need it.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally you need to go on Randy's calendar and book a meeting to review the deal.
Yeah. So he's always there for you.
It's simplified.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do a deal, we have an underwriters who can process the deal for you for a fraction of the cost. I do hear from agents coming from other brokerages who are joining us, oh, the split I pay is 50-50. We charge flat fee per each deal where the underwriters will take the deal from A to Z.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do understand like everyone works hard for it, so everyone needs to be fairly win in this game.
Yeah. And it's interesting how you are able to kind of take what you've learned and how you've built your business and now take it to a place where you're basically giving your playbook to everyone else that's joining the agency.
You nailed it, because like some of the agents say, I'm going to copy your playbook. I'm like, I want you to copy the playbook and tell me, I will actually help you to copy the playbook.
Yeah.
But be authentic about it. Keep in mind, our playbook is also being copied by other mortgage brokerages as well, which is okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a pat on the shoulder and say, you are doing a great job without telling you you're doing a great job.
Yeah. Because they're just going to, if they see you doing something good, they're just going to copy it. Yeah.
They're copying it, so which is flattering. And we are proud of it. The whole team is proud of our work is being copied, which is good.
And I think the good thing about that too, that we're able to see is that because you're working, you're actually still trading in the market, you're still doing everything, you're still boots on the ground, everything that you're learning and new things that are coming along to you, you're actually able to hand that back down to all the agents that are part of this. And that also helps us or Fides evolve as a better company that's always at the forefront. You don't have to copy other people by watching them because you know what's going on.
100%, Chris. You said it right. Like every morning I'm having a breakfast meeting, coffee meetings, lunch meeting, dinner meetings, doing seminars with 4 real estate officers. I manage multiple real estate officers. So I talk to realtors and I'm doing their deals. I understand where the rate war is going on, where I'm losing my business. Then when I lose my business, I tell my agents, this is where I'm losing the business. So be mindful next time. So I'm literally stopping them from getting their nose broke because my nose has already been broken. Mm-hmm. I want to make sure my team is protected. So I was able to take the best practices and the challenges and make them to be a better agent or more stronger to handle the challenges that I've been faced, and they are more equipped.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're learning from the mistakes that you've made in the past.
Absolutely. So because I have a good pulse on the market, because I'm still trading, and I do understand where the challenges are.
Yeah. And how did you get, I know there's a lot of people that have been in the industry for a long time and they still have never figured it out. How did you come to this point to kind of have be able to have this kind of playbook? How did you get here?
So number one thing, Chris, you need to have a passion for this. And number two, I read the quote last night. It really resonated with me. You had to be a scientist, which some of them is going to fail and some of them is going to be successful. If it failed, it's an experiment that you learn something from it. So I went through a lot of challenges in figuring things out, what's going to work and what's not going to work. And also, you should have a passion of helping people. You can see some of the agents actually building a team because I tell them a playbook. Why you want to be a leader? Do you want to be trading for next 15, 20 years in your career? Or you want to have a book of business? You want to have agents? You want to mentor them? You want to build a system that someone is working for you or someone is working on behalf of you, going to the open houses on the Saturdays, or you want to take the time away, like to the point, I don't want to go to the open houses, and it's not hard. It's not easy when you have a family, when you're working 5 days a week, 15 hours a day. But I want to help. I'm helping my team. I'm mentoring them. I've coached them. They are getting success. And this is not just about me. This is a success of the whole Fides team. So I can bring the connections and I can make that happen. And we have a good team who understand the values of mine and the Fides and my partners. So we are bridging the gap. That's what it's all about. When you understand that it's okay for other people to be successful, it will get you up and running. And delegation is the most important thing.
Yeah, you're the master of delegation. Not just myself saying it, but a lot of people I've talked to, they're just like, I need to be more like you. Need to be more like you. The way that you delegate, yeah.
Okay, that's the key, right? At the end of the day, you need to trust your people. And if you don't trust them, don't work with them.
Yeah.
And absolutely, they are going to make mistakes. It's not maliciously. It's a coaching opportunity. But I'll guarantee you they will not make the same mistake in their life at all. That's a one-time mistake they're going to learn in a harder way. We'll work as a team. We'll figure it out. But I jump in when things are going off the ramp. I always jump in because I talk to my team every day, 3 times a day, to see what's going on with this client, what's going on with this file. Are we on track? So I know exactly what's going on. So I never took the foot off the gas. So I'm always involved on it. Even on the operations side, I may not get hands on it, but I'm involved on the operations side as well.
Yeah.
So we gather, we give a feedback. I tell them we could do it in this way. So we work as a team. So teamwork and delegation is the only way to grow.
Yeah. And let's just say as an agent that's coming fresh into it, and let's say they're starting to get really busy, what would you say is the first thing that they should look at delegating?
First thing they should delegating, if you're new to the business, you cannot delegate anything. Like I still remember my career 15 years back. I don't delegate anything. You cannot, number one thing you cannot delegate is you cannot delegate someone to do the business development for you. And it's when you're new, you cannot delegate that deal structuring and operation to someone else because you need to learn and you need to get involved on it. Only way I can delegate because I was doing it by myself for years. So I understand the process inside out, how the lenders works. But when you are new, you don't know that. So you have to learn it. So when you're 2-3 years into the business, when you have a steady flow of business comes in, you can delegate underwriting.
Okay.
You can delegate underwriting.
So that would be a first thing,
that
underwriting.
That would be a first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But only thing I will not delegate is technology to manage relationships. I'm the still kind of guy, belly to belly, face to face, shaking hands, sitting down and understand the clients. I meet either virtually or in person with every single client.
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
Big difference. That's not something you cannot delegate.
Yeah.
But a process you can delegate it.
So basically you delegate whatever work is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Operations.
Yeah.
And this is what I've been preaching. Prior to brokering, I was being a leader at CIBC since 2013. And I have helped many agents to build this amazing career. And some of them are broker owners right now. They learn the business, and some of them are successful mortgage specialists at the banks, top mortgage specialists in the bank. I'm glad to see that. But one thing they have picked up and they learn is hard work, be disciplined, be focused, and make sure you delegate. That's the only way you're going to grow. And you need to have a good team behind you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So when you started figuring out all this and like how you want to build your business, delegate, like where does it come from?
So I started with the financial industry in 2007. So when about my peak of the career with CIBC as a mortgage advisor, I realized that I cannot do both. I cannot look for a business and I cannot process as well, because the number of transactions is, I was working almost at 3 a.m, wake up and I go. And then my son was born 2 months into the career. Then I still remember I was on the phone call with an underwriter at the outside of the hospital. My wife was waiting at the labor room. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
wow.
"We have a closing today." So then at that time, CIBC had a closing solutions. That's what I started to utilize the delegation. And I was advocating for the closing solution. That's why I met Randy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I met Randy. So that's where the delegation started. And I started to advocate for the closing solution. They get me to go and talk to all the top producers at CIBC Mortgage Advisors and say, hey, use a closing solution, put all the operation back-end stuff to the team and they can cover it. That slowly got me into delegating and scaling the business.
Okay.
So from there, then I became a sales manager at CIBC. I was 29 and they throw me to manage a team that I was part of a team member. So I got promoted on my own team to be a manager. It was hard, man. It was hard, because people were coaching me or helping me. Now I'm managing them.
Yeah.
And there are people I need to terminate them as well. But then I started to bring the closing solution and I advised them what the advantage of delegation. So they also started to grow their book of business as well. The other thing is prospecting, business development. That's something you cannot delegate at all. So because we only have a certain time of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
So where do you want to put more energy? You cannot get someone to prospect for you. If that can be done with the late generation and stuff, no, we don't need a human touch on it. That's something we need to be in there. So we need to delegate the process side. Then my strategy will be build relationship, be in front of your CEOs, be in front of your clients, spend more time with the clients, not on the process.
Yeah.
So I look in the way as surgeons have nurses, lawyers have law clerks.
So why don't you guys?
Why don't we do the same thing?
Yeah.
But if a surgery goes wrong, the surgeon take the full ownership of it, not the nurse.
Yeah.
I want to be a surgeon. I don't want to be a surgeon and the nurse.
I see. So is that kind of like the way that you thought about it when you first started doing it?
And even especially the lawyers, like they close number of transactions. Everyone calling the lawyer, they're giving a legal advice. They're focusing on the advice piece and the legality, not filling up the documents signed by the client. That's what the law
that could be done by anyone.
Or on AI or law clerks, whoever it is. But as long as you have a streamlined process and everyone is communicated, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's no way the lawyers can close 100 deals a month if they are preparing all the documents.
Yeah, because then your time's limited.
And how are you going to give the best advice?
Yeah, and even at that point, if you're being bogged down by doing all the paperwork and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to provide that white glove like advice, high quality advice for everyone that's trying to reach out to you.
Like even let's say for example, if you're going to be doing all the editing.
Yeah.
Will you be able to sit down and do a mortgage minute?
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
I'd be bogged down with all the editing.
But you need to have a right team.
Yeah,
and make sure you take care of the team.
Yeah, because they're the ones that are like the foundation that's going to be able to like keep you running so that you can do what you're doing. So yeah, you're right. It makes sense to make sure you're keeping.
And my team believe the leadership. They believe the strategy. They know we are going in the right direction. They understand. And I'm hard on them sometimes. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you not? How many calls you made? What activities did you do? because I don't ask them how many under deals you got approved. I'm like, how many calls you made? What did you do yesterday? We have a 5 a.m. club. 5 of them actually commit. They wake up at 5 in the morning. They literally clean up the admin part. At 9 o'clock, they are ready to do business.
Wow. How do you get them to do that?
They ask me how you do it.
Yeah.
I said, I wake up at 5 in the morning. Sometimes 4:30 in the morning. I go to gym. What I do first in the morning, I just wake up in the morning, go and clear anything that's pending and clear all the things that going to come in my way.
Mm-hmm.
So once that is out, I go to gym. So when you go to gym, you have a clear head.
Mm-hmm.
You're not worried about things that are lingering around. Because when things lingering around, you cannot really focus on it.
Yeah.
You know me, Chris. I just want to get to the problem right away and kill the problem.
Yeah.
Because I want the problem to be gone. If it's cost a little bit more money, I'm more stingy with the time versus money.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people are the way around. They are stingy with money, not with the time.
Yeah.
So I want the problem to be gone so I can focus on better things. So then I go to gym at 9 o'clock. I'm ready to do business.
Yeah.
So what's happening with a lot of agents, I explain to them, you're waking up at 9 o'clock, you're dropping the kids, you and kids and your spouses going at each other, which is happening in my house too. Like when you don't wake up on time, when you're time crunch, and I move quickly.
Yeah.
I hate slow pace. I want to get things done. And by 9 o'clock, you have all the admin stuff done. You have cleared up all your emails, phone calls, any issues from the previous day. Mm-hmm. Then you have a new day to start at 9 o'clock when you want to meet someone for breakfast or when you meet someone for lunch or you want to make some calls and prospecting calls. You are ready for it.
Yeah.
You're ready for it.
Yeah. You have your whole day pretty much ahead of you.
And you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And if you have a support staff, it's even better.
Yeah. Because then after anything that comes out throughout that day, then they can handle it.
When the calls comes in, you have the full energy. You have a clear head. You're giving the 100% attention to the call. You're giving 100% attention to the client. You're having a better communication with them.
Yeah.
And I love the breakfast meeting. Sometimes I go to a breakfast meeting at 7:30. By 9 o'clock, we're out.
That's awesome. Yeah. You're already done one meeting.
One meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By 9 o'clock.
By 9 o'clock. And also it's healthy.
Yeah.
You're not eating bad food or you're not drinking. So allow the breakfast meetings.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to meet me at breakfast at 7:30, let me know. You are my favorite person.
You're going to get a bunch of people now reaching out for breakfast meetings.
Yeah, actually we do. Like a bunch of us, we meet at every last Tuesday for breakfast at 7:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So besides you looking at it as being like from a team leader aspect, how about personally? Since you said you're still trading in the market, why are you hearing that more people are still coming to you?
So, number one, experience. I've been trading since 2007, as I mentioned earlier. So, experience and customer service. And I honestly think the honest advice. The realtors always tells me, we want the client to run by you. You're going to tell me very upfront if you can do this deal or what the expectations are. So you are literally saving the time for your clients and for your partners. And also I'm setting up realistic expectations. When I say I can do the deal, when I can get them the financing, I'll make sure the financing will be in place. But to get to the process, I have a proper system in place. We look at the credit, we do a full approval, and we dive in and we advise a client what the right strategy is. It's not like we say, oh, we'll bring it in. I can confidently say my closing ratio is 100% for last 15 years. Never missed a closing.
100%.
100%. I can confidently say that because we do set the right expectation at the beginning. And I have funded millions in mortgages from my TD day to CIBC days and being a broker. I'm a top 75 broker in the country. And I am gone through a lot of deals and a lot of application. So I do understand where the gaps are. It's like would you go to the doctor who never done a surgery?
Yeah, no, you wouldn't want to.
Exactly. The same thing. Would you go to a part-time doctor?
No. Probably not.
Same thing. I take this financing business extremely serious. This can impact some individual's livelihood if you make the bad decisions. So we take this to the heart, and we want to make sure we do the right advice piece to the client. So that's why my partners trust me. I work with a lot of referral partners. They trust me because they know I will do the right thing to their partners. So their integrity is never being questioned.
Let's say they bring you one person that doesn't qualify necessarily for anything. Do you have a hard time just telling these people that they don't qualify, or is there a solution for everyone?
So when I find out the client don't qualify, I walk them through every single option how they can qualify.
Okay.
We explore all the options. Then you have to break them the news you're not qualified at the moment. Where you had to be extremely realistic to them. What's the point of string someone along your line knowing they're not qualified? So they have the right expectation. They can go back and they can work on what they need to be worked on, either improve the credit or income or down payment, get some help from the family, and they'll come back to us.
So you kind of give them like that pathway that they need to follow in order to be able to qualify later on. Yeah.
So I'm selectively trading. I have full team of 4 people supporting me, and I'm advising the clients and my ad partners each and every day. It's an experience. The more application you do, the more experience you gain. It's like going to doctor. More surgeries you do, more experience you are.
Yeah. And you get more efficient at it. You know all the tricks and all the tips that are going around there, like how to figure everything out. You just over time you get those reps in, and you know what's the most efficient way of doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And my clients and my realtors, what I hear from them is, I like the idea you say this client belongs to the alternate lending, or belong to alternate lending. I'm not going to say you belong to alternate lending, and I can get you financing through the major bank. Then you have to go with the alternate solution. Setting that right expectation is easier transition for all of us, and because at the end of the day, you're going to come to the reality. You're going to break the news to them.
Yeah.
Mine as well set the right expectation, so we all on the same wavelength. And with that support, I can guarantee we got the best process in place right now, with a human touch.
With a human touch.
That's what is very important for me. I might ask for my team, if the client calls you, if they are not understanding it, call them. Don't email them back. Pick up the phone and call them. Don't email them back with an answer.
Yeah. Let them know right away.
If someone calls me, text me, I'm like, may I call you? That's my first response.
Yeah.
They're like, yes. I'm like, okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone. That's my tagline. That's a tagline I tell my lenders as well. Don't send me a reply with an email. Pick up the phone. Let's have a conversation.
And from the conversation, what do you find is the best, like what's coming from it?
One, you are giving a comfort. You are not going back and forth on an email for a same answer. It could be a 30-second conversation. It could be 2 hours of emails and text messages back and forth to get the message out. And people feel confident. People feel they're in a secure place they can open up and talk.
Yeah. And I feel like as well on the phone, like things don't get lost in translation. You could say something one way, but it's not how the way that's sent on email and they read it might not be the way that you're trying to say it, right? So it's easier on the phone.
To be honest, I've been told many times I'm young to be old school.
Yeah.
But I'm proud to be old school.
Yeah.
I'm old school in terms of values, in terms of technology. Like I use technology, trust me. Like I'm getting to, like, even I have the conversation all the time. I'm trying to adapt myself to the technology, but for me, most important thing is my team pick up the phone and call me.
Yeah. I feel like it's just the way that you're able to deal with all your relationships and I'd say the front end of the business, old school.
End of the business.
Build those relationships, phone calls, handshakes,
even back
meetings.
end, my support staff.
Support
They
staff
have to pick up the call and explain what documents they are signing.
Yeah.
So how we do it, Chris, is we send a link to an email, a calendar. Here's a document you are signing, but we want to discuss the signing with you.
So you have tech of helping schedule the appointment, but the actual appointment is old school.
Old
still.
school.
Yeah.
So they go and they set up a Google Meet or Zoom call.
Yeah.
Then myself or my team, they will go through and they will explain to them what they're signing. I don't want to send that document. You put in ChatGPT and you realize get ChatGPT to summarize 10 pages into 33 lines.
Yeah.
I'm like, we are going to walk you through what you are signing.
Yeah. Exactly. So you have full understanding. If you have questions, you can ask.
That's why we believe in the white glove service.
Yeah. And it's really cool the way that it's been coming along since the beginning to now, the past couple months. Like I said, we haven't spoken or did a mortgage minute since then.
Yeah.
Just the pace and everything that's been happening is just super exciting. And the whole time I've been like excited to be part of it.
And I want to make sure anyone who would deal with the team fighters, they get the same experience. So I'm cloning, so taking the playbook and giving to the whole team.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, and so far it seems like it's working out well. And
it's working out well. And to be honest, the market is a little rocky right now. A lot of transactions are not happening. I'm not trying to be negative, but that's a reality.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we will see the pivoting movement once the market picks up.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Right now, it's kind of just like building phase. Everything's a little bit slow, but then once that does start igniting, then you guys are probably going to see a lot going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also want to mention, so we will be, you and I, we had a podcast with Ourboro.
Yep.
We actually closed the first deal with Ourboro.
Oh, really?
We helped the single woman who came out of the separation and was renting. With Ourboro help, she was able to secure the financing on the home she was living in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a huge success.
It was the one that she was living at?
Yeah, she was living at. Yeah, she was renting it, and the landlord wanted to sell it. She bought it privately.
That's really cool.
That's really cool. So she didn't have to move the school for her son, and she was so happy that she's a homeowner right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
and just for the people that don't know what Ourboro is, what is it exactly?
It helps with the down payment.
Okay.
It's a down payment assistant. Yeah. We can chat more about it. So if you are not having the down payment, you need to purchase a home, Ourboro could be a solution to get into the home that you want to get in right now.
Well, I guess
a few more things I want to mention. So we have lender. So right now we are seeing a lot in the market. The clients has purchased their home, but they haven't sold their home. And in order to do a bridge loan, you need to have a firm sale on the home.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some alternate lenders. They will bridge it without a firm sale on the home.
Okay.
It's not a traditional financing through the bank. It's not cheap financing, but it is a solution if you're in a big jam. So we have some lenders who can help with that as well.
Okay. And what do you want to share? Like what kind of rates there are?
The rates are about 7 to 8%, but that's bridge loan rates are 7 to 8% with the banks as well.
Yeah.
So it's not realistically, it's not really high compared to the bank bridge loans, but at least it will help you through the gap of securing the financing.
Yeah. That's super helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Chris.
All right. So that's all we got.
If you want to touch base and if you want to learn more, please DM me or call me at 905-999-7193. Make sure you join the hood.
Until next time, guys.
Thank you.